Hello everyone and welcome back to EduRead's Direction Test Explanation and Solution series. In this video, we will be discussing the second set of 10 questions that are commonly asked in direction test for placement and general competition exams. Direction tests are a crucial topic in reasoning that require individuals to have a strong grasp of spatial reasoning and problem solving skills. In this series, we are covering different types of questions that are commonly asked in direction tests, including questions on distance, direction, angles, and more. We will provide clear explanation and step-by-step solution to each questions and offer helpful tips and tricks to help you improve your performance on these types of questions. By the end of this series, you will have a comprehensive understanding of direction tests and be better prepared to tackle these types of questions in your placement and general competition exams. So, without any further ado, let's get started with the second set of questions. So, our very first question is, Shyam was facing east. He walked 5 km forward and then after turning to his right, walked 3 km. Again, he turned to his right and walked 4 kilometers. After this, he turned back. Which was he facing at that time? And the options are A. North, B. East, C. South, and D. West. So, the very first question is saying basically that Shyam was facing east and walked 5 km forward in that direction. So, here I have considered this forward direction to the east and taking this as reference. This will be the west, this will be the north, and this will be the south. Now the thing is, by using that, he has moved 5 kilometers in the east direction. Then he took a right turn and walks to around 3 kilometers in the right direction after, we can say south direction, after taking the right turn. So basically, if he is facing in that way, then the right turn will be like this and left turn will be like here in that direction. So he took the right turn and walked for 3 kilometers, and after covering the 3 kilometers, he again took the right turn and walked for 4 kilometers. So facing this side, right will be like this and left will be like this. So he has taken the right turn and walked for 4 kilometers. Now after this, he turned back. So he is in this direction, this downward direction pointing west, but after covering that 4 kilometer, he turned back. That means he is facing now this direction, this upward direction. And now the question is asking like which direction was he facing at that time. So hence we can say that after he turned back, he was facing east direction, because we have considered this upward direction as an east. So he was facing east direction. Hence the answer for this question is east. Now the second question is, you are going straight, first eastwards, then turn to the right, then right again, then left. In which direction would you be going now? And the options are A. South, B. North, C. West, and D. East. Now, the second question is basically saying that first, he basically saying that you are going straight first in the eastward direction. So we know that east is in this direction. So first we are going on the eastward direction, then took a right turn. Right turn will be like this, and then took a right turn again. So by facing this way, right turn will be like this, and then take a left turn. So basically by facing this way, you will take the left turn like this. Now the question is basically asking that in which direction you would be going now. So clearly it is a south direction, hence the answer is south. Our third question is, I went 15 meters to the north, then I turned west and covered 10 meters. Then I turned south and covered 5 meter, and then turned east and covered 10 meter. In which direction am I from the starting point? And the options are option A south, B west, C north, D east. So now the question is saying basically that I went 15 meters to the north. So considering this as a starting point, I went 15 meters in the northward direction. Then I took turned to west and covered 10 meters. So we know that this is east and this will be the west. So going on west, I have covered 10 meters. Then I turned south and covered 5 meters. So from here, I turned to south and covered 5 meters. And then turned east and covered 10 meters. So at this point, I have turned to east and covered 10 meters again. In which direction am I from the starting point? So starting point is here and now I am here. So basically from the starting point, if we compare, then I am on the north direction, because if we see, this is the starting point, and here if we move forward, then here at this point I am currently now after covering the whole distance. So taking starting point as a reference, I am at in the north direction with reference to the starting point. Hence the answer for this question is north. Our question number 4 is, a taxi driver commenced his journey from a point and drove 10 km north and turned to his left and drove another 5 kilometers. After waiting to meet one of his friends, he turned to his right kilometer. He has covered a distance of 25 kilometers so far, but in which direction he now may be? And the options are option A east, B north, C west, and D south. So basically a taxi driver started his journey 10 kilometers towards the north direction. So if we consider this as a starting point, so he drove 10 kilometers in the north direction and turned to his left and drove 5 kilometers. So he is turning to the left direction. So by facing this way, the left will be like this and right will be like this. So taking left turn, he has covered 5 kilometers. So after meeting for one of his friends, he took right turn again and continued to drive for another 10 kilometers. So by facing this, the west direction, left will be like this and right will be like this. So he took right turn and continued for 10 kilometers more, or 10 more kilometers. So basically, taking right turn will be like this and took 10 kilometers, covered 10 kilometers. Now he has covered a distance of total 25 kilometers, like 10, 5 and 10 again, 25 kilometers so far. But in which direction he now may be? So clearly we can, he maybe don't know about his direction from the reference of starting point, but we exactly know, because we exactly know which is the north direction. Hence the answer is option B, north. Our next question is, A starts walking towards north, turns left, again turns left, turns right, again turns right, once again turns left. In which direction is A walking now? And the options are A west, B southeast, C south, and D east. So question number 5 is basically saying that at some starting point, A starts walking towards north direction and he took left turn. So by facing this side, this will be left and this will be right. So he has taken left turn and After that, walked for some time and again took the left turn. So by facing this way, this will be right and this will be left. So he has taken again a left turn and reached here. Now at this point and facing in the south direction, he has taken a right turn. This will be right and this will be left. So he has taken a right turn, and maybe we can say that again right turn. So after walking for some time in the right turn, he has taken again a right turn. So by facing this way, this will be left and this will be right. So here he has again walked for some time in this direction, the upward direction, and finally once again he turns left for the last time. So by facing this way, this is left, this is right, so he has taken left turn. Now the question is basically asking in which direction is A walking now. So we know that north, south, east, west. So here. So clearly this direction he is, which indicates west. Hence the correct answer for this question is option A, west. Our next question, question number 6, is Sita starts from a point, walks 2 km towards north, turns towards her right and walks 2 km, turns right again and walks. What is the direction she is facing now? And the options are A west, B north, C east and D south. So basically this question is saying that Sita starts from a point. So here we will consider this as a starting point, and walks 2 km towards north. So you know that north is the upward direction and she walks 2 km in the north direction. Turns towards her right and walks for 2 kilometers. So by facing this is the right and this is the left. So here she has took a right turn and walks for 2 kilometers. So by facing, he is facing in the east direction right now. Now turns right again and walks for some distance. So basically by facing the east direction, this will be the right and this will be the left. So she has took a right turn again and she is walking. Now the question is basically asking that what is the direction she is facing now or she is walking now. So clearly we can see that this is the southward direction, hence the answer is south for this question. Question number 7 is Roy walks 2 km to east, then turns northwest and walks 3 km. Then he turns south and walks 5 km. Then again he turns west and walks 2 km. Finally he turns north and walks 6 km. In which direction is he from the starting point? And the options are A southwest, B northwest, C northeast and D southeast. Now the question is saying basically that the Roy walks 2 kilometers to east. So we are taking this as a starting point, and Roy started walking in the eastward direction, and approx 2 kilometers he walked in that direction. Then he turns northwest and walks for 3 kilometers. So if we took like that way, then northwest will be this direction. So he took the northwest direction and walks for 3 kilometers. Then turns to south and walks for 5 kilometers. So after completing the 3rd kilometer, here at this point he has taken the south direction and walks for 5 kilometers. Now then he again turns for west and walks 2 kilometers. So west is clearly that way. So he walks for 2 kilometers here. Now finally he turns north and walks 6 kilometers. So here he has walked in the northward direction in the 6 kilometer. So in which direction is he from the starting point? So clearly we can see that this is the west, this is north. So he is not exactly at north and he is not exactly at west. He is in the middle of both the directions. So we can say that he is at northwest direction, northwest direction here. So Roy is in the northwest direction from the reference or starting point. Hence the answer is option B. Question number 8 is Ramesh walked 3 kilometers towards west and turned to his left and walked 2 kilometers. He then turned to his right and walked 3 kilometers. Finally, he turned to his right again and walked another 2 kilometers. In which direction is Ramesh from his starting point now? And the options are A. South, B. North, C. East and D. West. So basically Ramesh walked 3 kilometers towards west. So basically Ramesh walked 3 kilometers towards west. So we are considering this as a starting point, and from starting point he has covered 3 kilometers in the west direction and turned to his left. So turning to his left by facing this will be the right and this will be the left, and here he has taken the left turn and walked for 2 kilometers. He then turned to his right and walked for 3 kilometers. So by facing this, the south direction or downward direction, this will be the right and this will be the left. So he took the right turn and walked for 3 kilometers. Finally, he took his right turn again and walked another 2 kilometers. So yeah, facing this west direction, he again took the right turn. Yeah, yes, right turn. So this is the right and this is the left. So he has taken the right turn and walked for 2 kilometers. So question is asking that in which direction is Ramesh from his starting point now. So yeah, we know that starting point is here and he is here. So which is clearly in the parallel of the starting point, we can say that. And this is completely the west direction he is moving forward. Even though he is taking a long way to go this way, but yeah, he is in the west direction if we took the reference from the starting point. Hence the answer for this question is west. Option D, west. Now our question number 9 is, if Mohan sees the rising sun behind the temple and the setting sun behind the railway station from his house, then what is the direction of the temple from the railway station? And the options are A. North, B. East, C. West and D. South. The thing is, Mohan seeing the sunrise behind the temple and witnessing the sunset behind the railway station from his house. So here reference point is his house. So what is the direction of the temple from the railway station? So if we consider that his house is in the middle of both temple and railway station, then only he will witness the sunrise and sunset in the back of railway station or back of the temple. So yeah, now basically the question is asking what is the direction of the temple from the railway station. So we have considered that Mohan's house is in the middle, and here in this direction, because sun rises from the east direction, we already know that. So this is the east direction and this is the west direction. So considering that, because Mohan is witnessing rising sun from the side of temple and setting sun from the side of railway station. So here we have placed the back of temple in the east way and the railway station or back of railway station on the west side. So this will be the railway station and this is the temple. Now basically here we have identified the direction of the temple and railway station, and question is asking the direction of temple from railway station. So here railway station is here at that point, and temple he is here at the very east. So we can say that from railway station temple is on the east direction. Hence the answer for this question is option B, east. Now our last and final question is, a man starts from a point, walks 4 miles north, turn to his right and walks 2 miles. Again turn to his right and walks 2 miles. Again turn to his right and walks 2 miles. In which direction would he be now from his starting point? And the options are A, south, B, north, C, west, and D, east. The last and final question is basically saying that the man started from a point, walks for 4 miles on the north direction. So yeah, we have considered this as a starting point, and he is walking in the north direction for 4 miles. Turn to his right, so facing this direction, right is like this and left is like this. So turn to his right and cover 2 miles. Now again he turns to his right and walks for 2 miles. So by facing this will be the right and this will be the left. So he took the right turn and walked for 2 miles again, and again turn to his right and walk for last 2 miles. So yeah, by facing this direction, this will be the left and this will be the right. So yeah, again he took the right turn and walked for 2 miles. Now in which direction would he be now from his starting point? So starting point is here, but the man is going that way. So we can say that basically that way is the west direction, and here he is walking in this direction only. So we can say that from the starting point he is at the west, or yeah, he is moving or walking, or he now at the west direction. So the correct answer for this question is option C, west. So that's a wrap for this video on direction test explanations and solutions by EduRead. We hope that you found this video helpful and informative in your preparation for placement exams. Remember, direction tests required a combination of spatial reasoning and problem solving skills, and practice is the key to improve your performance. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment sections below, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your peers. We will be back soon with the next video in our direction test explanation and solution series, where we will discuss the third set of 10 questions. So stay tuned and we will see you in the next video.